Right, we've had a bit of a disaster on the boat on the last trip. I'll just give you a quick show. That's the bow eye. Right, as you can see by here, this is the one we had to cut it off to be able to get it out from inside. But if you look closely, the nuts, if you can see those, the nuts have almost disintegrated to nothing. So this was going to pull through regardless. So yeah, good thing in a way that it happened this way, because that would have been an absolute nightmare if that gave way on the slipway or something like that. Bit of a story to it. When we came out last time, I noticed the boat was sitting further up on the trailer than it normally does. Didn't think any more of it till we launched, and then when I took the winch rope off, I noticed the bow eye was sticking out by about an inch or so. Yeah, conclusion of that is we think somehow the winch had operated once it was sat here on the trailer and pulled it through. So it's a bit of a nightmare, but I'll show you how we're going to change it, and I'll show you the access points and stuff, which bit of a faff on this because there's a bulkhead in there. So yeah, I'll run you through how we're going to change it. Right, so we worked out where the access was. There was nothing in that one, so we had to take this one out here, and then I was hoping that access would be nice and easy in there, but as you can see, there was a solid bulkhead in here. So I had to cut a hole in there. What I'm going to do is put a hatch in. Then it was full of foam, so I had to keep digging away, but we did find access to it in the end. So don't be daunted, you know, it is doable. It's just a bit of a faff, it is. So I could have just fiberglassed this bulkhead back in, but what I'm doing, I'm going to put hatch in there. I'll show you a little bit of that later. So for now we're going to let's get this bow eye in there. Right, I'm using some marine grade sealant, obviously PU18 this is. So yeah, I put plenty around here. Make sure it's sealed nice and good. I have cleaned it with acetone first to make sure there's no grease or grime on it. That'll do. Right, stick that in there. Just going to hold it in with a bit of tape because it's bound to fall out when I put the nuts on the other side. Yeah, that should keep it in place for me. Let's give it a little show. I'll put the nuts on there. I'm just going to tighten them up now. That's in there. Just clean this excess up here, and I'll clean it up as best I can now. It's definitely sealed. Try and clean that excess off with a bit of acetone now and see if we can get a bit more of that off. Not really. Do you know what? That'll do. It's in there nice and tight as well. Surprising how far through the hull it actually goes. It's quite long, this boat's were, but there's not a lot of thread sticking out the other end. Right, I did learn a quick lesson from this as well. I've had this set up for a few years. I got just a battery in there, and solar chargers. That powers the winch, which is wireless remote. Didn't think about it at the time, but obviously it's live permanently. So yeah, today now we're going to put an isolator in there. Yeah, wise idea, I think. Because I don't know exactly what happened. Ian's theory when we were out fishing last time is that maybe somebody in the club has got the same remote on the same frequency and was operating their winch, maybe. That's the only thing I can come up with. I don't think the relay would have shorted out. Surely it would have just stayed shorted and depleted the battery, surely, and done a lot more damage. Don't know, strange, but yeah, from now on, turn it off. I'm not using it. I don't want to go through this again. Yeah, as I say, you can just picture that giving way when you're launching on the slip. Yeah, because I got a safety rope here as well, as you can see, but that attaches to there, so if that was to rip out, the boat's gone. Yeah, not a nice thought, is it? Right, next job is to finish cutting the hole out, put that hatch in. Yeah, more sealant on my fingers. So yeah, once that's in, that's job's out the way. I've got a couple more things I've got to be doing then. So yeah, let's get on with that one. Alright, so now we've got to finish off this hatch. As you can see there, my jigsaw didn't quite get in there. So I just finish it off with the hole saw. So I'll just get that back into a circle now, and then we can put the hatch in there then. Right, just a little tip that I never knew about after all these years. When you fit in these hatches, say I didn't know about this, maybe that's just me, but when you want to mark it out, obviously you need this is the diameter, but the actual lid is the exact diameter of the hole needed. So you can literally draw around that, and there's your size of the hole. I've always been measuring and faffing around with them before, so yeah, it's a good one. Right, I've pre-drilled the holes ready, so I'll take that off now, put sealant on it, screw that in, and that job is done then. Yeah, that's the hatch fitted. Yeah, so we just put this first aid box back in here. Job done. There we go. That's that job done. It's been worrying me for a bit, but it's quite straightforward. Yeah, it's quite straightforward as long as you can get there. But if you see a bulkhead like that, obviously you can do what I done then and cut a hatch through there or something. Yeah, certainly better than paying a marine mechanic to come and do it. It's quite a few hours labour then. Yeah, so you can either glass the bulkhead back in if you wanted to, or put a hatch in. I think a hatch is a better option. You can always get to there if there's any issues with that then. Yeah, so yeah, don't be too afraid if you get that problem. It's not like a technical job or anything like that. It's just like getting access to this is a pain in the arse, especially if we've got foam and stuff in there like this boat. So yeah, if it helps you out, that's great. And we'll hopefully be out fishing soon. Thank you.